What's good, Wave Family? It's your boy back again with another Upgrade Your Game podcast episode. This is another thing that I wanted to get into, and it was one about that's just been happening recently, probably in like the past couple months, where you got these dudes that's like top prominent dudes on, in all type of social media aspects, or they were celebrities, and they just... The most recent one that we had was DJ Twitch, who was the DJ of Ellen DeGeneres show. His was the most craziest because like he had a wife and kids, and he deleted himself it was about a month ago. And the crazy thing about him, they said he was like a dude that was like so into life and things of that nature. So when he took himself out, it was very shocking to a lot of people because he wasn't that, like, they said he was so full of life, and he was dancing with his wife not too long ago, right before it happened. And that's what I want to get into when it comes to like mental health and what people go through. You just never know, especially with men. Like, we don't really wear our emotions on our sleeves because, we was taught not to be emotional and things, you gotta be a man and hold it in and everything like that. But for him to do that to himself, it shocked a lot of people. And that's one thing where I want to try to bring awareness to what men's mental health does, is because my man had a wife and kids, bro. And being that he had that, and now the kids don't got a father no more, and they don't even know what he was going through. They said he had a note, but of course, the law, they not going to tell what it is, basically for the discretion of the family and not say what was going on in his life and things of that nature. But it's sad that he had to go out like that. So R.I.P to him. And there was another one right before that. It was I think his name is Jason David Frank. He was the Green Ranger or the White Ranger in the popular show back in the 90s called Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. He went through an argument with his wife, and he's leaving behind 4 kids, and he took himself out after the argument that they had. And they said he was like a real positive guy online. He almost had 800,000 followers on Instagram. Like, that's crazy. Like, being that the type of dude that he was and the type of popularity that he had, that he was going through what he was going through, and based off of a conversation that he was having. And it was just kind of the same thing he was going through. He went through a divorce with her back in like August, and then now they was trying to reconcile. I'm all saying the word wrong. He was trying to reconcile with her, and then once that was happening, they got in the midst of an argument because they got a hotel or whatever the case may be, and then he locked her out, and then did what he did, and he's leaving behind 4 kids, yo. And it's, like I said, it's mental health when it comes to men. It's just something that you just never know what you're going to see, because dudes, they deal with it and cope with it in all different type of ways. So you just never know how it's going to affect you, whether it be your family or people around you and things of that nature. So you definitely got to be the person to really watch out for that. And dealing with that type of stuff, even in my life, you've never had to have a person who texted you and said that they wanted to take their own life because of what they was going through with a significant other. Like, that's a pain. That's something like you've never had to deal with that before, and it's very alarming. So you got to be the one to, like I said, focus on your mental health. Absolutely reach out to somebody, because when you just not reaching out and you just trying to deal with stuff on your own, it can destroy you. Like, you just trying to cope with it with alcohol, trying to go out partying, having sex with whoever and all that. You just basically self-medicating. You basically putting a band-aid on a bullet hole. Like, it's just not going to heal you all the way. So dealing with all, you just don't know how it's going to look. Men's mental health is not something that, men, we don't really want to talk about our problems. Like, we the ones that really want to have a solution. So we feel like if we just talking somebody's head off about our problems, it's like we bothering them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something that you have to take accountability of know what your traumas is and try to get them things worked out before it can destroy you. But R.I.P to Jason David Frank, R.I.P to DJ Twitch. It's just a lot, man. It's just that you got these dudes that's in, that have high celebrity status, and they still go through the worst, even though they may got all the money in the world, they may got all the fame, but you just never know what's going on inside of them. So R.I.P to them, and blessings go out to their families of what's going on. But just understand, there is no face to men's mental health. And so just be aware of that. Your boy JK out. Know that.